Hello, friends. Happy to meet all of you through this video. I want to place this video at the disposal of all the Montfort School students all over the world, more particularly the senior students who are preparing themselves to enter a very adventurous academic year 2020-2021. This is a kind of orientation program that I would like to share for the benefit of all the Montfort schools all over the world. And this video, I'm sure, will be very beneficial, not only for the higher secondary students, but also the high school students for this year. So I name it as the orientation session for Montfort School all over the world this year, very particularly for the Montfort schools in India. So let me begin. All the Montfort school students who enter the Montfort schools this year, you are part of a very beautiful movement called Montfort. So you have chosen Montfort and nobody forced you to enter Montfort. So thus, you are here at Montfort. And Montfort is a part of a very big international educational and service movement called Montfort Brothers of St. Gabriel. So this is a very big international family. So this Montfort movement is present in 34 countries and is catering to the poor, needy, handicapped, deaf, blind, orphans, the aged, the abandoned, tribals, and is giving quality education to all without any type of discriminations. So the Montfort movement is working for the good of the world and good of all. And you are one of these thousands. So you are part of this very great international family. You call it in Hindi, Antarashtriya Parivar, or you call in other languages, Vasudeva Kudumba, Vasudeva Kudumbaha. There are so many. Okay. Now, you are also entering this academic year, which I would call as the COVID-19 and 2020 academic year. All of you are aware this COVID-19 pandemic has affected all of us. And many people have lost their dear ones. I'm sure some of you would have lost your close family members, friends or relatives. And many people have ended their lives because this situation was unbearable for them. And quite a few families have been dispersed, disintegrated. Many children have dropped out of schools. And many others have lost interest in their studies because of this pandemic. And many students have left their places of study because the parents are migrants. And lots of people have become poorer and desperate. Only very few people have become rich because of this COVID-19. Now, this is the context in which you are entering the Montfort School this year. So I wish to insist that you are a Montfortian, and every Montfortian who enters Montfort Schools this year, you need to make 5 shifts. Shift, I call it. And making a shift in your life and my life is absolutely possible. Not only have you made dozens of changes in your life in the past, because I myself have seen hundreds, even thousands of people change. But the fact is, you as a young person, you struggle with the change. And this phase of change might take some years. There is something in your life that is making you happy. There are something in your life making you unhappy. There are some things in your life making you healthy. There are few things that make you unhealthy. There are few things with which you struggle, and there are few things you find it easy in your studies or in your relationships. But the fact is that you want to change. Either this change is difficult or you are not very motivated to change. But this shift that I'm talking about will help you to make a change. So what is that first step of this shift? So the first shift I'm talking about is see the shortness of your life and its unpredictability. That is S. The S in the C is the first shift S you need to make. The shortness of your life. See the shortness of our life, especially in the context of the COVID-19 pandemic. People who have been healthy, very rich politicians, cinema stars have lost their lives. They could not resist what was awaiting them. Last week, I was taking a walk in a Bangalore street. I saw written on the door of a restaurant outside, "Life is short, so begin with the dessert first." It's very beautiful. The dessert means the pudding, what you normally eat at last. And the restaurant is inviting people to come and eat first what you eat last, because the time is short. It's a very interesting reminder to all of us. So you decide it is finally time to change because life is short. This COVID-19 has made all of us realize there are many things that we need to achieve quickly because life is very short. For some of you, it is very hard. Things get so bad that you need to change and you want to change. For others, you get inspired by something you read or by something you watch or hearing about someone else's change, and you just really sit and reflect on the change. Now, as you are entering this academic year, I think the first shift that any Montfortian has to make is become aware of the preciousness of life and at the same time the shortness of life. The second shift is H. S-H-I-F-T. So in that first we have seen S, see the shortness of life, and the second is H, have short-term goals and long-term goals. Have some goals first of all. Have some goals and work towards them. As you begin this academic year, fix a target for your next 2 years. And that target or goals become part of your life. This shift 2, that is having goals, is similar to the shift 1, the shortness of life. So once your goals are clear, then the life journey becomes easier, however difficult the mode of travel may be. So goal setting is one of those things that can be very overwhelming, very enchanting. So should you set a daily goal, or should you set monthly goals, or goals for the next 5 years or 2 years or 3 years? It all depends on you. But what is important is that you need to set goals for your life. I like this quote: the best way to figure out who we are or who we want to be is to determine our personal values and goals. The personal values here means honesty, sincerity, hard work, helping others, whatever the personal principles you have in your life. All this can be categorized under personal values. Okay, let me come to number 3, the third shift that I'm talking about. SHI, identify the presence of soft skills in you. My dear friends, today this is very, very important for you. Find out what are some signs of soft skills you have. You have worked hard to reach the stage where you are now. Your study, your success, and your other achievements. Soft skills are non-technical skills that relate to how you work. They include how you interact with your colleagues, how you solve problems, and how you manage your work. This is soft skills. So learn what soft skills are. Especially learn what type of soft skills you have and the ways to develop them, the ways to develop these soft skills. I have some slides for you. Now, what are exactly soft skills? It can be time management. It can be the networking, the way you collaborate with others, teamwork, ability to work in a team, creative way of thinking, conflict resolution, how you find a solution for a conflict, and clear communication, listening skills, self-control, positive attitude, assertiveness, a sense of humor, taking responsibility, depersonalization, and empathy. There are many more. All those skills that are non-technical. These are very, very important. And today, some of you may be rank holders, very high grade, good marks. But then if you lack these soft skills, you will miss something in your life. And Montfort Schools also, in addition to the studies, they focus on these soft skills. How and why to develop soft skills? How? So identify the soft skills you have and focus on them. Observe yourself as to how you relate with others, how you communicate with other people, how you listen, how you manage your time, how you express your empathy towards others, your compassion. Today, everyone typically looks for candidates with the soft skills because they make someone more successful in the workplace. You can be excellent with the technical skills, with the high percentage of marks, grade, etc. But if you can't manage yourself or work within a team, you may not be successful in the workplace. And therefore, my suggestion is, during this academic year and in the coming years, take part in all the school and college activities that are closely or remotely connected with your soft skill development. So that will help you to really improve and develop. Let me come to the fourth shift. The fourth shift, that is F, is firmly be rooted in your family. And today I wish to stress this element. Try to get firmly rooted with your family and with your genuine friends. Keep your roots with your family intact and strong. Children get used to the food which the parents start feeding from childhood. We all of us know children like salt and sweet taste most. Recently I read an article, Oregon University in the US did some research and has found that it is the parents who create food taste among children, especially when a child is very small, that the food that the parents feed the child with, the children develop a liking for it. If they feed the children with vegetables, the children, as they grow older, they begin to like vegetables and eat vegetables. The parents feed the children with junk food at a very young age, the children take a liking for them. So parents have a great responsibility in your studies as well. So parents have to exercise discipline and restraint when the children are young. I think it's very important for you too. There is a saying, the family that loves together stays together. So families play a big role, and the family plays a greater role in your studies, especially when you get rooted in your family. And the fifth, the last shift is T. Treat the world with wonder and caution. Why I use this wonder and caution together? As all of you are aware, the world is changing very fast. And this fast changing world is very fascinating. At the same time, it's very frightening. Many parents are worried about their children's future. We have to deal with this world with wonder on the one side and simultaneously with caution on the other, and learn lessons from the others' successes and their failures. Now imagine how fast the world is changing. Look at the area of technology, how fast the world is changing. See the field of medicine and healthcare. Observe the area of science. See the travel. See the enormity of the movements of people. See the change taking place in all the possible areas. Look at the area of media and communication and film technology. Soon we'll have a 5G in India. And you see how fast the internet speed is going to increase. Look at the change in the knowledge industry and in research. So in all the possible areas, the world is changing very, very fast. On the one side, there are a lot of positive elements. On the other side, there is fear. There is a danger. So how you are going to treat this world? So I say, treat this world with wonder or awe, at the same time, caution. So Montfortians like you need a shift. Shift. Shift what? There is a need in your life to make a shift based on the below 5 steps, or the steps that I have shared with you. The first, see the shortness of time and life. Second, have short-term and long-term goals. 3, identify the soft skills in you. 4, firmly be rooted in your family. And 5, treat the fast changing world with wonder and caution. And Montfortians are made for leadership. Today, all over the world, we have many Montfort students playing a very important role in various fields. And I use the word here, leadership. So Montfortians are not only meant for leadership, you are also meant for leadership. So during this academic year, these 5 shifts must make you develop leadership qualities and become a leader of leadership. So this is a process of the students of Montfort, shifting habitual patterns that will help you to make complete transformation of your life. And you will need to create several of these shifts in your life. And Montfort is committed to helping you shift your habitual patterns that arise as you begin this academic year. So know the difference between leadership and leadership. So it is just the beginning for you. I wish all of you all the best as you begin this adventurous academic year and abundant God's blessings. May you be blessed and your families. Remember, a good beginning makes for a good ending. I wish your school management, all the brothers in Montfort School, all the teachers, all the non-teaching staff, and your own family members all the best and God's blessings. Thank you.